Hi, my name is Ron Faltine, and I am the Business Development Director for Cloud at Sirius Computer Solutions. I've been in the IT industry for over 25 years, and with the Sirius organization now for over 13, in various leadership and sales roles. We appreciate the chance to spend time with you today discussing cloud and to take some initial steps to establish a common framework for future discussions that approach cloud from your unique perspective. We will start with some basic definitions and concepts, discuss the cloud journey, review how workload analysis plays into the cloud discussion, and review the talent pool and solutions we have invested in specifically in the cloud space. Without further delay, let's proceed. At Sirius Computer Solutions, when we introduce and discuss cloud, it is important to put the concept in context. We like to start with a brief overview of the macro trends that have shaped the current cloud landscape. A quick summary of the past 20 years would look like this. In the beginning, we had a standalone desktop. Over time, we connected it to a standalone printer. Then we realized we could connect one desktop to another, and share the printer. Soon we connected departments, then lines of businesses, then companies, and finally continents. We added protocols to this network so we could communicate, and finally, a browser. Companies like Google and Amazon, early pioneers in recognizing the opportunity this network presented, began offering services to anyone, anytime, anywhere, and created new, compelling business models. Fast forward, today, the driving force of cloud can be summarized by these three macro trends. First, pervasive and mobile computing. We have progressed from the traditional way companies have thought about linking workers with information from desktops and laptops to smartphones and PDAs. Mobile applications and connectivity with transactional business services using smartphones and PDAs is providing breakthrough agility. Second, massively scaling bandwidth. Recent advances by telcos enabling fiber optic backbones and 3G and 4G wireless bandwidth is revolutionizing how businesses must transact with consumers, where responsiveness will increasingly define the difference between high performers and also-rans. The third major trend is the proliferation of internet services. The consumer today is conditioned to cloud from a user perspective. Google, Amazon, Salesforce.com, Facebook, and other early cloud pioneers have leveraged the internet to create services that can be easily consumed in what we call the public cloud. Taking this one step further, the internet services provided by these organizations reside on a platform, which consists of servers, storage, network, virtualization and the operating system, development, test, QA, and an application layer. Google, Amazon, and others then added cloud-enabling software to these platforms to enable on-demand access to these services, self-provisioning, metering, elasticity, and multi-tenancy, and in doing so, created the public cloud. Finally, they categorized their services to better align with business needs into infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service. Working through these, infrastructure as a service are those services that are core IT compute. So this would include server, storage, network, and the like. Platform as a service includes, in addition to the server platform, the actual database, middleware, and application development tools integrated into a platform offering. Finally, software as a service is a subscription model allowing clients to offload non-strategic IT processes such as email, CRM, e-commerce, and the like. All of what we have discussed regarding public cloud can also be built internally with the same attributes behind an organization's firewall, which we call a private cloud. A hybrid cloud would be a combination of the two, using elements of both public and private cloud. Next, let's discuss the Sirius Computer Solutions go-to-market cloud strategy and demonstrate how Sirius approaches cloud with our clients in a unique and holistic manner, encompassing public, private, and hybrid cloud alternatives. We believe that for the vast majority of clients to have a meaningful cloud experience, they will need to progress through several steps. We refer to this process as the PVC journey, and it refers to the movement of IT organizations from physical to virtual to cloud over time. When looked at this way, cloud can be viewed as a journey to improve overall IT optimization as greater levels of efficiency are introduced and implemented, which includes internal or within the private cloud data center conditioning, consolidation, virtualization, service management, as well as public cloud deployment options where appropriate. As each organization takes steps to progress from physical to virtual to cloud, they are experiencing increased IT optimization, and in doing so, reducing IT spend and improving their service level agreements, or SLAs. At Sirius, we begin by first understanding our client's current state along this journey to cloud. Every client is unique. No two are exactly alike. But generally, organizations are first focused on their internal or private data center investment, somewhere between the P and V stage today. We leverage our cloud briefing methodology to document objectives and requirements so that together, in partnership, we can understand our clients' immediate P to V priorities as they pursue virtualization and cloud readiness within their private data centers, as well as building a long-term cloud strategy. By establishing a thoughtful cloud roadmap, clients can begin to move incrementally toward higher levels of IT optimization, drive cost out incrementally, consider alternative delivery models for specific workloads, and lay the groundwork for a coordinated and effective long-term cloud experience. The real work, when considering public versus private versus hybrid cloud, occurs between V and C in our PVC journey. In parallel with efforts to pursue higher levels of virtualization, efforts to establish a robust cloud environment must also take root. These elements are referred to generally as standardization and service management. Standardization of processes and workloads creates the underlying ability to offer services in a self-service consumption model, or cloud model. Numerous elements must be analyzed, including current data center investments, compliance, security, governance, costing models, and workloads. Sirius Computer Solutions can leverage our strong governance, COBIT, and ITIL competencies with our IT consulting group to help clients understand and document these dynamics. Major workloads within IT would include, for example, legacy transaction systems, communications collaboration, content and publishing, like your website. Most organizations will have a middleware stack, some a high-performance compute function. Desktop mobile is a common workload. The dev test QA function. There are others. In industry today, each of these workloads are being deconstructed into their smallest subcomponent. In aggregate, these workload offerings are coming to market every week by the dozens, if not hundreds, as software as a service, platform as a service, and infrastructure as a service solutions. And they're being evaluated more frequently and aggressively by clients as they mature and pursue private, public, and hybrid cloud implementations on a workload by workload basis. Some workloads will probably never be delivered in a public cloud. There are others that are more favorable for cloud deployment. The PVC journey model is designed with our clients in mind to partner in a thoughtful and holistic manner, starting with solid planning, advancing through the technology infrastructure layers, through the virtualization phase, and cloud software stack for public, private, and hybrid cloud solutions. So this helps define some basic terms and definitions for cloud. But why cloud? What is the business driver for cloud, and why are clients interested in pursuing cloud solutions today? The massive scale at which the public cloud platforms are being developed creates a compelling economic model for every organization to evaluate how they might participate in the sharing of these resources. Public cloud is now a player in the drive to IT optimization. Reducing IT spend is a major consideration of IT organizations today and a major business driver for cloud. Let's look at this concept visually, with the model representing IT requirement over time, the graph representing a variable degree of requirement, and let's assume this variable graph line represents overall IT capacity and compute requirement. What the graph represents then over time is the notion that there are times of increased demand on IT, maybe an end-of-quarter processing cycle, while at other times we experience reduced demand on IT capacity, likely because of normal and known business cycles, possibly a lack of product development occurring. Ultimately, at some point within a time frame, whether end of quarter or annually, we experience peak demands. Maybe this is a year-end or a high-performance compute requirement driven by a business objective. If you think about what we've talked about so far, this graph would represent the realities of what our clients and CIOs have had to do throughout their careers, which is to build IT to meet peak capacity requirements. So this is a maximum capacity requirement line, and by its visual represents significant inefficiency. So if you think about what we're trying to accomplish in principle with cloud and cloud computing, it's this: to gain visibility to understand our capital investments, what's in our data centers, understanding our workloads and other alternative means to deliver our services that doesn't require us to expend maximum capital to meet aggregate peak requirement. So cloud then is allowing IT to consider building to something less than max, and I will call that average. And as we think about this from a cost perspective, the delta between the max and the average is that ability to take cost out by finding alternative means to deliver our services, or by getting smarter and better at leveraging our capital investments within the data center. We can begin to appreciate the fundamental need for IT organizations to bring greater efficiencies, better services with less cost in support of their core business. These are the principles of why we care about cloud and why cloud will continue to be a driving force of change moving forward. It's important to recognize that even today, cloud is early in its life cycle. But Sirius Computer Solutions is uniquely positioned with a very strong set of offerings that are built to specifically add value to clients on their PVC journey. Let's review them. This starts with our cloud briefing, which is our opportunity to engage our clients to understand where they are at uniquely with cloud and begin to lay out plans and strategies and how they can move forward through the PVC journey. Next, we offer a number of cloud service offerings which complement the overall PVC journey approach. The first offering is a strategy roadmap offering, which is designed to produce a set of plans and actions to move incrementally toward cloud readiness and actual cloud implementations. This roadmap can also be leveraged to socialize cloud within an organization and establish preliminary behavioral expectations or cloud governance rules. The due diligence offering is designed specifically to help clients when they are considering a public cloud implementation. There is a distinct difference between public and private cloud implementations. Private cloud is a technology discussion. Public cloud is a contractual discussion. The due diligence offering provides review, analysis, and recommendation across dozens of contractual, service level, security, and other considerations to ensure a client is well positioned when pursuing a public cloud provider solution. Finally, private cloud design and implementation services. These service offerings are led by the Sirius IT consulting team, which then positions Sirius and the IT consultants to guide a coordinated set of next steps and cloud actions. So, how are we positioned for cloud solutions? Actually, quite well. We have cloud solutions from IBM, HP, Cisco, Dell, NetApp, and VMware available in our techs or technology enablement centers, which we can showcase to our clients across the country. These cloud solutions, IBM's Cloudburst, HP's Cloud System Matrix, Cisco's UCS and Dynamic Data Center or FlexPod, and Dell eGenera, are complete cloud-in-a-can solutions that include network, server, storage, cloud-enabling software, and professional services that is a pre-integrated cloud solution we can provide to our clients. Clients can also choose to pursue private cloud using existing data center equipment and configuring the cloud-enabling software layer separately. I refer to this as a roll-your-own private cloud implementation, and Sirius Computer Solutions has consulting expertise to design, implement, and configure IBM's Service Delivery Manager software package, which is called IBM ISDM, also with HP's Cloud Service Automation software stack, and VMware's vCloud solution. These are the software packages that enable the cloud attributes of on-demand, self-provisioning, metering, billing, elasticity, and the like. Internally, our Sirius Managed Services Group has built a Power Cloud offering with support for the platforms of Power I NP, as well as Windows and Linux. These offerings are infrastructure as a service offerings and extend beyond just platform to include storage as a service, as well as backup as a service. These are available to our clients today, as well as our traditional managed services capabilities. Finally, we are aligned with our partners and industry's best public cloud providers to fill out the model to represent public cloud offerings that will be appropriate for our clients. Establishing a common framework for cloud is the first step toward a coordinated and productive cloud strategy. The PVC journey starts with understanding your objectives and priorities for cloud and your unique position from which we can move forward. At Sirius Computer Solutions, we are positioned for cloud with outstanding consulting talent, real cloud solutions, and world-class partnerships to help you in your PVC journey with a holistic multi-year approach and strategy toward cloud readiness and cloud solutions. Thank you.